Okay, this is part 2 of your training for your work zone. When I clicked on sales manual and price list, um, this is where you want to print out this EAS tag chart that shows you pictures of the security tags, and so you know which ones is which and which ones that you'll need to sort out for stage. There you see your Sports Authority price list. You want to print that out. And again, this is the first round, so yours isn't going to look exactly like this. Don't worry about the ballot box pad blank. But while we're on that subject, I want to tell you, when you get to your store, there's going to be a ballot box, and it's going to be, hopefully there will be some names in there if they're doing the ballot box on the second round. That's where people like that are inquiring about fixtures will put their name in there, and you'll have some contacts you can call. Now you see the FF&E blank tag, 9 per sheet. That's just 9 little tags. They're empty. They're like your other paper ones, but you can also use your stickers. I prefer the stickers. I would suggest not to print too many of your FF&E blank tags. Then you got your FF&E sold tags blank. This one is for, you want to print that one on red paper. That one you're going to put on all of any fixture that says Nike or Under Armour. You cannot sell, and you need to put those FF&E sold tags blank on them. And you know it's set, and so it's not for sale. Okay. Fixtures for sale PDF. See that little sign right there? You're going to get some really big posters that you're going to put around your store. Put them in your sign holders and put them all around your store, okay? Here is an instruction manual. That is for your stores. Print that out. You want to print this 7x11 MRAC hardware sign. The next one, you want to print those two out. And then these two, the 7x11 gondola hardware sign and the 7x11 grid hardware sign. You want to print those out. We'll explain those later, but just make sure you print them out. Now, here is your tags. Now, to open that up, you're just going to check that little box right there. And then you got to go up here and click download. Ping. Now it's going to download, and you're going to go down here and you're going to click open. So now it's going to open. This is just something else I had in my window, but here we go. All righty. Now, the first page, as you can see down here, says wall gondola blank. You're going to want to print that out. We'll explain later how to fill these out, but this is the one that you're going to print your pallet racking. Now you're going to go to your next page. Oh, here the first one was wall gondola. Okay, so you're going to print that out. You're going to print several of those. I would suggest, there's 4 to a page. I would suggest printing 20 to 30 pages of those to get you started. And then of course you're going to have to paper cut them. Then you got your pallet rack. And then you got these pallet rack ones that, okay, you see where this is cut off? Somehow, I don't know how that happened, but you just need to increase that margin on there. Pull that, drag that down. I don't have both hands, so I can't do it. But make sure that they're going to print out right, because this will not print out right. You need to increase that cell and make it bigger. Your 4-foot baskets, you're not going to really have too many of those, so I would only print maybe 2 pages of those will get you good. 4-foot wood shelves, I haven't seen any of those. I would say don't print them unless you have wood shelves in one of your stores. I didn't see any. This one here, and as you can see, I keep clicking on the bottom. There's more and more pages, and you'll have to print each one of these. Here's your basketball glove holders. And to identify those, you'll have to look in the pictures, but it's just a little bracket, and it's $5. Basketball racks. I know they changed the prices on those to $5, So you're going to see on your new sheet that those are going to be $5. Here's those blank fixture tags that I said that I don't like to use. I would rather use the stickers. So that's up to you, but I don't like them. All right. There's more. Where are they? Okay. Let's see. Well, for some reason, all of them aren't on mine. Oh, here we go. Hold on, here we go. All right, so the very first one was 4 ways, okay? Okay, there's your 4 ways. You're going to have lots and lots of 4 ways. So you need to print lots and lots of these pages. I would print, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 9 or 12 to a page. You know, you want to print like probably 40 of those because you want to tag every single 4-way in that store. You're not going to have as many round racks as you will 4-ways. So probably print about half sheets of the rounders. But print plenty of everything. Keep in mind, you have several stores to mark. Here's your M racks. So you're going to have a lot of M racks. You got your M1 minis, your M1 racks, which is the taller ones, and it says the size, so you should be able to identify them. You got your M2 rack, which is 48 by 48, your M3 rack, and your M4 rack. Ask your stores to help you decipher what these are if you do not know. Here's the M rack shelves, the ones that I told you. When you price an M rack, make sure that you price the shelves as well. Or otherwise people are going to think the shelves go with them, or any brackets or mirrors that are attached. If you don't know what to price, send me a picture. I'll tell you what it is. I have not yet to see any H racks in any of these stores. Don't print them. If you do have, or just print a couple sheets just in case, but I haven't seen any. I also have not seen any H rack add-on bars. So don't waste your printing on them. And then we come into our island gondolas, and then we'll have our wall gondolas, and then pallet racking off where we started. So there's about 18 tabs on the bottom. You're going to print everything. Print preview to make sure they fit on the page if you're printing yourself. If you have Office Depot do it, they'll be responsible for making sure everything lines up on the pages. I think I'll put an email together to tell y'all about approximately how many pages to print. There's going to be a lot of printing. You may have to do a second job of printing just to get through it, but this will get you started. Anyway, there you go. There's the tags. That should get you started. If you have any questions, again, my phone number is 314-568-8692. My name is Shelley. Thanks. Have a good day. Go get 'em, slugger.